السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جيناكم في فيديو جديد. نعم وين وقفنا أمس مش أمس مش عارف مش عارف شنو جايبني البحيرة هذي في قرش هذي دكتور. اطلع يا عمي الناس جاني. لا ما شفنيش انا هو مكي.
ريفاليو
بس خلنا نشوف.
It is good to see you, my friend.
كيف تدريك انت؟
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather event.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
اسمع مش حتسكت فيك من.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land.
معليش.
I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
معليش.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with it. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need.
Thank you, Natty.
مش مساعدتك بك.
Be on your guard.
They must have come this way. Think!
اتكلموا.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time.
اضربوا.
Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
هذا الصح.
You should never have come.
Rebellion. Incendio. Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
احا.
I'll
ويلكم.
watch the light go out of your eyes.
تبون انت يطلعك احا جو معنا.
Protego.
احا.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student off of my body!
Head in the clouds, this one. Nice drive. You have the natural. Learn that first year, did ya?
Incendio.
That's just pitiful. Protector.
هذه
Is that the best you got? You're a big dodging tango.
Incendio.
Stay in school next time. That's proper feeble, that is.
ثلاثني.
Expulsion. That wasn't
Incendio.
حي عليه. حي على الهجمة اللي درتها معنا بالحظ.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
عنديش دم ولا شنو؟ اي دم.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me
What?
a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in
Kick my
Knockturn
wife.
Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I
Kick my
do.
wife.
You're a researcher.
Hi,
Nora
hi.
Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Kick my wife.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherin.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just done. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important
Mallowsweet?
versatile herb Merlin repeatedly mentioned. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was... You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking.
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over
Revelio.
there by my tent.
Hey, شنو؟
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these...
Incendious!
Place the Mallowsweet on the swell,
يولعها
and
سوا.
we'll see what happens.
Revelio.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now? Accio.
This is uncharted
Incendio.
territory. I am curious about
Levioso.
fires. Merlin's beard!
هذه واحدة.
The flames make the pyre sink. That's that. Settled.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
ما
What
نستاهل.
a day! I can hardly believe it.
فكنا من هذه يا رجل شكلها بقى my wife.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what... My guess is that each will also require... which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you need more. I really must be off. Such a...
طيب أنا مش لي
And do
الشرف
be
الحق.
careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and...
الله على الموسيقى الله. الله الله، كيف نصفق له؟ كيف نصفق له؟
Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the
أبغى
incident?
أخش أنا. دي منوي. كان راقد كاين وشنو؟ منو؟
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
باش نديرو قاعدين دم ولا شنو؟ ما تشوفنيش عدي روح.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Protego!
Luck, يلا.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
جمع بيض افعى الاشويندر. الاشويندر. حال زيك. انت
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
قلت لك هذا موسخ. يلا في ربعه.
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra.
I suspect that.
You're as clever as I'd hoped.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand.
روح مش understand روح.
Keep your potion.
جمع أي شيء عنده هذا. ما تعطيش
A
الريش.
well-prepared ritual wizard always has a few. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
إيه بيها. أنت من جين.
What's happening?
أصلي.
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
صار. ندرهم.
Well done, Gareth.
ثقة باردة يا هو. نشوف جرعنا حوتت.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again.
تعال أنت تعال.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're on.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, and you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
على طول.
Protego!
ما مش رد ركزت.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
نادي. واي.
My robes are going to reek.
شنو هو اللي بيطلب لنا أصلا؟
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
جايك الشاي بضل ما يقدرش يحط فوله فمك. شفتك ناخذ عصا جديدة ولا شنو؟ شنو في يعني؟ إيه عصا جديدة.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work.
يابا عني انت يعني هيك عشان نفسر الكتاب تبي مهم نديرون لك. نديروها لا ولا نديروش لا؟
I suppose I could, but why should I spend my time on a glorified errand?
It is much more than a glorified errand, to be sure. I dare say you'll find my proposal intriguing. Please, hear me out. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return, and that power is immeasurable.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go
on. You've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
فطر واجد عند الشاي. ما بعد المكان. الله. بومة. هي. تعالي بقى.
Revelio. The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the apps.
أسمع صوت غريب أنا.
Don't mind me, Owls. I'm just here to help a friend.
Oi.
Now, where are those statues?
وهدنا عليك. كرة 4 ولا؟
I recognize those handles.
أيوة.
I'd best keep looking. This'll do nicely. Revelio.
مش ريفيليو. 4. شنو؟ السحابة بيعطيني بومة نستخدمها معي. نفتحها كله.
Nothing. I'll do that, thank you. No statues here.
نحطهم في الغرفة ذي نزين بين الغرفة بتاعي.
Revelio.
شنو في ريفيليو هنا؟ هي.
Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws.
نحطهم هنا. باي حطيه. وانت ما تشيل بقيات با.
Revelio.
في مكان فوق يا عم الناس. ارقى.
Birds aren't afraid of heights.
Perhaps
I should look a bit higher.
قاعد.
Levioso.
راك تطيح. بس عندي خذ المخطوطة. شنو؟ اوه ممكن كنز. ندور عليه بعدين مش وقت.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Accio. I'd best keep looking. Here's a welcome surprise. Accio. Nothing. This'll do nicely. No statues here. Revelio. Accio. I'd best keep looking.
بس عبالك تعال نمشي وناخدوهم.
Revelio. Accio. Nothing. No statues here. Accio. I'll take that, thank you. Accio.
ايوه. شفت.
Revelio.
انا كنت موقف غادي شفت حاجة ذهبية باينة فوق.
Accio.
ها؟
Revelio.
معناها هي اللقطة هنا. راحت معناها. كانت هنا اوكي ايوه. فهمت علي مو ميه؟ انزل انزل انزل، ما تقدرش تصيد طول.
What's happening?
ايوه طب جينا بومة كبير. اوي اوي انا شبح قدام وجهي. نصرة النبي.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest?
عشان عندي مقابلة مع واحد ميت.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
بكنا خليني فوق. وين ماما اللي حطها لنا؟ يا ماما ينط. يا شباب عندها ننهي الحلقة أو ما ننهوش الحلقة ولا ننهي الحلقة. نط وصلك شيرة. تبي شيء رجل طيب. السلام عليكم.